Hi everyone, Kieran Brown here, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be taking you through a day of eating on the carnivore diet, and this will be around 3,000 to 3,300 calories. So I've been on the carnivore since the 21st of October last year, so around 3 months now. For reference, I'm 5'10" and currently 156 pounds, which is 178 centimeters and 71 kilos. And I'm currently lean bulking, so I'm training 5 to 6 times a week, and obviously my goal is to put on muscle. So I have breakfast at around 8:30. So I wake up at 6. So I wait a good 2.5 hours to have breakfast, and it's a cheesy 5 egg omelette, and it's 789 calories. The ingredients are the butter to cook in. So every meal I cook in 25 grams of grass-fed butter, and then it's 5 large eggs and 50 grams of cheese. So the macro breakdown of that is 3 grams of carbs, which is from the cheese, 63 grams of fat, and 50 grams of protein. Lunch is usually around 2 or whenever I get back from the gym. So I usually train somewhere between like 10 and midday, like late morning. Basically, I like to train. Basically, I want to give enough time that my breakfast has gone down, but then I don't want to be too hungry. So yeah, just two ingredients here. It's two steaks, just sort of whatever like cheap cut I I can get really from the supermarket that has, kind of a decent amount of fat, cooked in butter, of course. So macros, this is no carbs, 42 grams of fat, and 87 grams of protein. They usually just come in a pack of two, and yeah, it's usually like 400 to 450 grams for like two steaks, depending on where you get it from. And dinner, this is like the main bulk. So I have 25% beef mince. I used to get 30%, but I had to order that online, and the price like went up quite a bit. So it was now like £7 a kilo, which is like $9. It's still cheap, for meat. But I've found at my at the local Aldi, they do 25%, which is the highest I've ever seen in a supermarket. I've never seen above 20% before. So this is great, and it's super cheap as well. It's like £5 per kilo. So I basically just eat enough of this until like I don't want to eat anymore. The great thing about the carnivore diet is that you can eat to satiety, and the only reason why I kind of like counted calories at the start was because I found myself under eating a lot. Like I wouldn't get enough calories in the day, and I actually had to introduce breakfast again to get enough calories in, just because with my usual two meals and fasting in the morning, I just wasn't eating enough and I was losing weight. So that's why I have breakfast now. So yeah, it's basically as much mince as I can eat, really. It's usually somewhere between like 250 and 400 grams. It varies day to day. 50 grams of cheese to make it kind of like palatable. I did have a month of pretty much line diet, but it was cooked in butter, and just eating mince on its own was like kind of tough. But the cheese makes it so much easier. So yeah, I have this around 6 o'clock. I usually go to bed at like 8, so I want it to be kind of like mostly digested by the time I go to sleep. But also, I want to be hungry after my dinner, after my lunch, sorry. So macro breakdown: 1 gram of carbs, 131 grams of fat, and 83 grams of protein. So total breakdown for the day is usually 3,000 to 3,300 calories, 5 grams of carbs, which basically comes from the cheese. Obviously, in an optimal world, I wouldn't have the cheese, but it does help to bulk out the calories and make it more palatable. 260 grams of fat and 229 grams of protein. And the total calorie breakdown is 71% fat, 1% carbs, and 28% protein, which is pretty much bang on with what I'm aiming for, is 70% fat, 30% protein. And I think that is optimal. I've tried having a higher percentage of fat, and it was just kind of too much. You can tell by your stools, basically, if they're quite liquidy, then you know you're eating too much fat. TMI, but never mind. That's a good amount of protein there, 229. And yeah, anything from like a 1-to-1 ratio of proteins fat, so you can see that I've got a little bit more fat, is considered good on the carnivore diet. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I'll make some videos on me actually making them. They're all super quick to make, and the mince you can like bulk prepare as well, which is very handy. So if you want some one-to-one coaching to help you lean down, whether it's the carnivore diet or not, click the first link in the description. It will take you to a page where you can book a call and speak with me. Apart from that, that's everything for today's video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.